Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. So, how's life?
Life is good. It was kind of hard starting school and everything back after break, but I'm starting to get in the swing of things.
What did you do over break?
Honestly, I was pretty tired out from school and work, so I sat around a lot and relaxed
Yeah,
and just
me
kind
too.
of hung out with family and friends from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really nice.
Now that you're back, do you have any set goals for yourself, small or big?
Yeah, definitely now because it's getting to the end of my junior year, so I feel like, like in high school, your junior year was your big year. In college, well, it's even bigger. So I'm trying to figure out things I can do this summer, like that go towards because I'm getting my undergrad in psychology, and so I kind of maybe not an internship because most of those aren't paid, and I have to have some way to make money, but maybe going on small trips or whatever just to build my resume.
Right. Have you looked into any community service or volunteer?
Yeah, I started to do care volunteering. It's like helping domestic violence victims and going out, but it didn't really work with my schedule. So that I did all the training and I did it for a while, but it kind of became too much just because of the times that they needed me, like really late at night, and it conflicted with school and my job. So I'm looking for other things, and there's trips because I want to go into counseling, like faith-based counseling. So there's mission trips that go out in the summer, but they cost a lot of money, so we'll see.
Are you affiliated with a church here?
I'm not a member, but my roommate and I go to Trinity. It's on Charlie Road, I believe.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, we've been going there since last year, and I try to go. I mean, I work a lot of Sundays, but I try to go when I can. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, that is good, actually.
Yeah.
So, what are you basing this psychology, aspect around? What do you really want to do afterwards?
I really want. I mean, there's not a specific thing, which is the hardest thing with psychology. Like, I always knew I wanted to help people, but not, and because my mom is a nurse and my dad is a principal, so they're kind of always helping people, but I don't want to teach,
right?
And I don't want to see blood. So psychology, I really liked it in high school, and I love it now, but I want to go for a master's in social work and get licensed as a counselor. And then, as I said, faith-based counseling. And if that's in the school or just around, because we have programs like that in my community. And I don't necessarily need to work at home, but I've looked at other places online, almost anywhere. And I really am willing to move away. A lot of my family's at home. And, I mean, it's important for me to be close to them, but I mean, I'm willing to move away to get a job, so that's kind of what I want to do.
So, does it matter what age group you work with, or is there a specific topic that? Oh, you said faith already.
Yeah. No, not really. Before, when I was a freshman and sophomore, I was leaning towards abnormal psychology before I got into the whole social work thing. So I mean, even more extreme cases, I mean, sometimes I think to myself, oh, maybe I just like those because they're more interesting. But, I mean, I'm really willing to do anything. I wasn't really looking towards younger, maybe high school, but I was hoping, maybe older, I mean, even, marriage counseling or anything like that. Anything. I haven't picked anything specific yet.
Okay.
So I want to go on to school earlier, so, I'm usually pretty stressed out around school because I don't always get, the 4.0s. I've never really been that person. So I guess, honestly, always when I'm doing homework or when I'm in class, I'm thinking about, like, okay, is this grade can get me into a master's program? And I don't want to go to MSU, actually. I'm looking at Spring Arbor, but I don't know where I want to go. So that's kind of like a big stressor for me most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you work, so where do you work at now?
I work at Big B Coffee.
Are you a big coffee drinker?
I was not. I did not have my first cup of coffee until last year. I always hated it, but then, and I mean, I'm not addicted, but I guess I kind of am.
Yeah.
But I used to work in the cafeteria freshman and sophomore year just because it was easy and you pretty much had to walk in and you got a job.
Right.
But then this year, I actually wanted, like, because I never really met people because there was always so many people working or you were by yourself. So I wanted to do something that I would like and that I would probably, I mean, I definitely met a lot of people and I really, really love my job. And so it kind of makes it easier to have a job on campus or at school when you really like your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many hours, like, do you normally work a week?
It's usually about 15 to 20. Like, this week was a little over, it was like 26 or 27, which is kind of a lot to balance with school. I mean, a lot of it's on the weekends, which is okay because, I mean, that just cuts into my social life, which that's okay because I'm making money. But, yeah, 15 to 20 hours, and it's really not that bad. Like, they work around your schedule pretty well, so it's been kind of nice. And then it's also, like, people told me freshman year, like, if you have a job while you're at school, like, a lot of people look at that because then they know that you know how to balance or, like, set your priorities.
Right.
Yeah.
So, work hasn't, like, conflicted in a negative way at all with your school?
No, I wouldn't say so. No, and I watch it pretty closely, and, like, my parents are the ones who are not told me to get a job, but encouraged me to get a job, and they're like, if it ever affects your schoolwork, obviously, like, you need to quit because school comes first, but I have to have a way to pay the bills, so.
Right. So, are you on campus or off campus?
I'm off campus. I've been off campus. I was only on campus freshman year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't really have the greatest dorm experience. I still live with both of my roommates since freshman year, but we lived on, like, a floor, a very, like, diverse floor, not a lot of English speakers,
okay.
So there wasn't, like, you know, everyone's like, oh, yeah, the dorm experience is, like, I met a lot of people, and we did, but not really, just because we didn't like her our age. She wasn't very nice. Like, not that she wasn't very nice, but she was very, very strict, like, in weird ways. So we didn't really get to bond with our floor. So we got off campus right away.
So has there been an experience so far in your, college life that really, like, made you think, like, psychology is definitely what I want to do now? Or has it always just been something from, like, high school?
It's pretty much been something since high school. I took, like, an AP psychology course, and a lot of people take it and they're like, oh, wow, this is really interesting. Obviously, it's a little more interesting than math or science. And that's what I thought, too, when I did, like, a senior research project on, like, psychology jobs and stuff like that. And so, like, I knew I would have to go past my bachelor's degree pretty much if I wanted a job. And then not up until this year did I kind of decide that not going to grad school for psychology but going for social work and counseling was what I wanted to do. And I've accepted that. That's not a big money maker. I've accepted that. So, I don't know, I think it's like I want to find a way to help people, but not, like, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I want to do, and that's why I want to go on, like, trips and, like, get out of Michigan and try to experience, because, like, and it was kind of funny because it was a girl that I worked with that told me about it, this trip that she went on, and it changed her life, and she met all these people, and I think she went to Seattle, and, like, to see the way that people live there. It's, like, a very big homeless population, and, like, that's kind of, they work with that, and, like, the prison. And, like, just experiences like that, like, they can't teach you that in classrooms.
Right.
And it's really unfortunate that those things cost so much money, because I feel like so many people would jump at the chance to do that, but then they're like, okay, wait, like, I have to budget all this just to figure it out.
Okay, so one last question. Are you more interested in the experience that you get out of it, or actually what you can do to help the people?
Oh, definitely what I can do to help the people. And I mean, it's also the experience too, but it's like studying abroad, it's kind of more for you. Like, you're taking classes, you're going towards credit. But these things, like, it's called, like, the prison ministry things. And you're, not things, I don't know the word. And it's like, you're going out and talking to these people and, you know, I mean, not, like, preaching at them, but, like, just having someone to talk to, or, like, I mean, when you're in prison, I'm sure that there's not a lot of people you can turn to, and I mean, these might be complete strangers, but maybe they just need someone to talk to. So it's for helping people, but it's also kind of for, like, me to, like, I come from a really small town, like, we call it the bubble. Like, I think I just need to get out there and see the other people. Oh, okay.
Okay, thanks.